Alright, welcome back folks to our Disco Elysium playthrough. Last time we played, we made two detectives because the first one couldn't handle opening a trash can. And now we got a new one. This guy, who we don't know our name yet. And we only wear one shoe for some reason. We don't know how to wear two shoes. These are our stats. Completely average. Will that come into play later? Possibly. There's someone here. We could talk to them.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
Got some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
Where am I?
What do you mean?
Just tell me where we are, okay?
We're in Martinez, sir. This intersection is called Roundabout North, I think.
What's up in the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
What's on the other side?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
And what's in the west?
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Thanks, that's all we need.
No problem.
And who are you exactly?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Good to meet you, just a gardener. Another question then.
I am pleased to meet you too, officer.
Gotta run.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Pigs go home. No. Good thing we're not a pig. We're a policeman. Got some questions for you, lady.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
That mean you like me? Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Oh, I'm no sweetie. Look at me.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Simple or not, I'm a bitter man. The years have taken their toll.
Take heart, officer. You're still a man in your prime. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
How'd you like to roll with me? Wait, why?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime. Let's do it.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Oh, Kim, of course. I forgot I had you.
Yes, and it seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law, someone you can lean on, and, sweetie, you are looking unsteady. And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use for me.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
We're in the cafeteria.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
In Revachol?
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
We don't know anything about this place.
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Spring of 51, right?
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Oh, we got a pen?
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you then, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Cop. We're living under the cop regime. Radios are being used to control the people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. Okay. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat. Something tells me it's not. Some kind of democracy? What do we go for? 6, the cop regime? Sure.
Actually, we are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try it one more time, officer. What mode of government?
Democracy?
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
If there's no government, how come there's cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Oh no! So how did I do?
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. A defeat. I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
Does that have to do with no cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Bye-bye, lady. Thanks for helping me out. A green ape pen. Okay. Report our badge missing. Gotta inspect the body.
Real mature, man. What exactly were you trying to accomplish? You do understand you still owe me money, right?
Damn, your feet thought we got away.
You have to understand. Don't I get something for effort?
You know what? The stupid drinks you've had are on the house. You know why? Because I know you can't pay for them. Not because you ran away.
Oh, okay, good.
Now, I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window. That's 100 square.
We're cool.
Not entirely cool. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you back up there. Now, what the hell did you want? I assume you wanted something to come back here.
The thing I need to talk about. I've seen something here at the Whirling Gart. At the Whirling Gart. A thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
I saw a sign that the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Can go in the kitchen. Why can't I go in the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
There could be something for the investigation.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
Thank you.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Goodbye.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have one?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You
Far-
had to be somewhere.
Far away?
In time or space?
Both.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Everything. Hobo cop. Are we hobo cop? Should we do it? Hobo cop? Okay.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
Alright. Working on that. research going. Low on health, put points into endurance. Thank you, game.
The door is closed.
Knock.
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
I'm so alone. Beauty, don't abandon me in all this ugliness. Do this one.
The door does not care.
Knock again.
Still no answer.
Much harder.
Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
Leave.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan.
It's a problem.
Yes?
I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow.
There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
I'm afraid this is a medical situation. What's wrong with personal affairs?
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
Fine.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
End of day debrief.
The bed is cold.
Still can't get my tie. Oh,
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor, where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
you're looking at the destruction.
He nods.
Sorry for this.
No problem, officer.
Oh, the window.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Let's assess the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
That's the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The shoe you found on the balcony fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It's similar to the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe.
I should get that shoe.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
but I do have it. Right here. Did I mess up the quest log? Eh? I found a bug. Now we'll never have two shoes. Well, or maybe I need my tie. I don't know. I'm gonna assume that you can get more clothing, so... No, not yet, but we're pretty close to a level. Then fail it again.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Right. Go get that, Go get that key.
Can I help you?
Trash container.
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
Wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
I'm no Krasmazov.
No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we?
Neither
What
excuse.
do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
All right, we've got the keys to the garbage. We'll get ourselves a snack. I mean, evidence. Yeah, evidence. Time to find our new home. Why pay for a room when we got one right here?
This trash container, with a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Why?
Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobocop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content.
Hobocop, open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the box. Dig in Hobocop style for extra content.
Wow, an Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon, half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny.
It's a knock cannon.
It's a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls snaking around the rotten banana peels, however.
A gun?
And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000, easy.
I'll sell
Unless
it.
No, you won't, because none of those things
Oh.
are real. They're not actually in there. All you see
Oh.
is food waste and crisp wrappings.
A cruel jest. There must be something.
All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the Yellow Man frolicking in saffron.
An antique.
Only in its social sensibility.
I'll take the mug. Look under the boxes.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab them.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too, a white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Bag the shirt.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
That's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Someone from Whirling might be involved.
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear Kuno. He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
Okay.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, what's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it out.
They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
No, it can't be. I don't know. What is this?
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
It must have been cramping my style. It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it. For the great bloodletting to begin, I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Someone from the whirling threw it in the trash. I don't know, I'm boring. I'd rather not talk about it right now. 4 seems safe. Yeah, probably.
Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives.
Right. We'll do it. Say nothing.
It will also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Anyway, where were we?
Close
The
the lid.
container sounds a muffled gong.
All right.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Check the mug.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
There's quite a lot to read in here.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find and tell them this is your inane ideology. This mug may be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling, i.e. fraud and embezzlement. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore? Three. Or is the cancel option? 2. This is the Karen ideology. 1 is probably the safest one. And this one's the funny one. This is the Twitter one. We'll go with the Twitter one.
If you want to earn some change by guilting people, go for it. But if you want to earn real dough, finish the case and start getting paid again. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
Like the toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's a kitchen issue?
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not, though. It's toilet paper.
Take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
Let's inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your fingers.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Hologram watermarks?
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like?
All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks.
Oh!
Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
Thank you.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Now let's check out the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What's in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases a week appears to be my load. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
Burnt out all right.
That's okay. We all do, sooner or later.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
There was a mention of naming convention here.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name, a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
And they're written in capital letters, too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
Oh my.
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
My case files appear to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, non-numeric with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
What's that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have one case named the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head.
Oof.
He died. It was a workplace accident.
I have to open an official case. Is the room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Commit to paper using the pen.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Cross out the ones you've already finished.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done, and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the Citizens Militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Oh, what are we going to name it?
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man. The Furies are at home in the mirror. The Setting Sun. Shit on a stick. Actually, I don't have one. Well, that's just silly. Probably go with 1 or 3. Three? Sure.
Okay. It's a good name, but it has one problem. This case has nothing to do with the setting sun. At all. It has nothing to do with that, so... Something more concrete, perhaps? Do you have something concrete? Mundane, usual?
Hangman.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
We're done.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Can I read the case files? Let's try it.
Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the Next World Mural.
Officer Precinct.
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
And HDB.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
Horace Debbie Berenger. Ram Drajan Benzakin. Those aren't my initials. I'm not feeling them. Wow, I don't know what to say to that. What's their name? They look like a Debbie. Maybe. Try it out.
That is improbable. It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
Next World Mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class."
Not the middle class.
People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the belles lettres have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the Next World mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Do I ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3.
Jeez.
The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options.
Remove the mural, it's wrong. Keep the mural, it's right. Which one? 2? Alright, let's go with 2. Remove. I don't know. Someone's gonna have to cut this. Roll dice. No, there is no roll dice. 1. There we go.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority. And that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us.
All that remains is to wreak havoc on the middle class. Middle class are not to be blamed. It's human nature. I like it. But can't we wreak havoc on other nations instead? Okay. I must have voted and possibly even lobbied to remove the thing because I don't believe in that rubbish one bit. One. Okay.
In any case, it appears to have been a rare case of civil activity in the quarter. And agreement as well. What do you want to tackle next? Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Oh?
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Let's see if we can go into the clipboard.
The 2 sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just,
Slide the drawer open.
Without resistance or sound, the 2 panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
Oh?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
What? Why? Pick up the ticket stubs.
Two octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too.
Pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored, a touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti. Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card, looped, round letters in a woman's hand.
Wait, isn't this your ex-wife or
A
something?
young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading.
Harry?
I wanted to write
That's
you a
our
letter
name.
so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
It will make me happy.
A merciful wind blows in from the bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it.
Hold on to it. Read the card.
Your hands shake, holding onto it. Every morning when I step out, you're asleep behind me. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
No patience. Playthrough ruined.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
Uh-oh.
You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
Falls sideways. We dead? Guess I shouldn't have read that letter. Big follows. My moment of weakness.
There is nothing. Again.
Nothing?
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery. Just blackout.
Lie there, passed out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
Who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
No, I was cool. I'm cool.
The cool when you're dead, brother.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow.
Shadow.
Because it's always there.
Was that the X something?
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Yes, that.
Don't prod at it. It will start moving again.
What is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause. Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
It was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Enough.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules. No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious.
Delicious.
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
Drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
Oh no.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I should ask you the same. Came in contact with the burnt out ruins of the past, Lieutenant. Which one? Should ask you the same.
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
How long was I out?
10 minutes, maybe.
Okay. Probably these two. There we go.
That does sometimes happen. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
Tools. A ledger of failure and hatred. Empathy, Inland Empire, but I lose 2 in authority. Yeah. White Morning. -1 to authority. Sure. Let's use your car here. Read the ledger.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine, that toy from oblivion. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
How do I turn on the headlights?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage. The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl.
That was loud.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
The street grid?
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Look around you.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the
Ah, Martinez. Let me see. Right here.
I'm sure I've seen worse.
Oh yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter.
The perforations?
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
Not bad.
Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet. The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
I like how the game calls me out. Count them individually.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200. The last row has 3 perforations.
3, that's it.
That's it.
The holes mean.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
I was a hobo and I lived under a boat. Probably some boring office job, same as everyone else. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. You really think I have any idea? 18 years I've done this? Drunk like a megastar? Let's go with 18 years.
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
I walked the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. Well? Hobo? You really think I have any idea? Hobo.
You know, the RCM is a volunteers organization. We would have no qualms with vagrants joining our ranks were they qualified. But let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
You're saying I used to be a super cop?
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
So I'm a killer.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
You should find a hobby.
Anything's better than annihilating yourself with drugs and alcohol.
That's true.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab. The lieutenant nods.
All right, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
All right, we have read the watermarks. Call the radio.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Got your profile on the right now. Oh yeah, we've got to level up. Which one did we want to get? This one? We'll go back here. I don't see my profile on the right now. In tasks. Oh? Name unknown, rank unknown. Superstar cop. Sorry cop. People killed. Ah.
Can I help you?
Here's your key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Someone. Who else has the keys?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
One of your staff?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Okay.
Yes. Another thing. Great, yes.
Want to sing karaoke?
Absolutely out of the question.
What?
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Okay. I want to get my tie. Sorry cop is Lucky's moderator's name. It's true. Inland Empire. Seems like a cool guy.
The door is closed. This door can only be opened with a...
All right. Pants off.
This fan has 2 chain pulls, or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck. This fan has 2, or has it been
Do it.
consigned there
97.
as punishment? You swoop up
We got him.
against the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns.
Inland Empire. Hands back on. Why do I have only a shoe? Really big shoe. Okay. Salve. Did the pants? Yes, pants have -1 in savoir faire. I took off my pants. As you know, pants are horribly constricting. Oh, he knows. He knows how to get a tie. All right. You think I don't stream with pants on? Come on now. I'm fully dressed. I'm in a suit right now. Don't even wear underwear. Whoa there. Who streams Commando?
Fuck does Kuno care?
Empathy? Yeah.
The fuck about it? You're testing
Get lost,
Right, pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
Clothes in the container.
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know.
Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
What happened to his clothes?
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around. Except for that up there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for falling anyway, pig.
The ladder. Ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
The ladder is unclimbable?
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
He could be.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
There's a stack of Eternite back there.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind. Lazy dinks.
The greenhouse.
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, her.
There's also a mug in the trash.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Does this adequate depiction of a South Samaritan man have anything to do with it? Yes, does this quaint better not taken out of context for its historical context? mug have anything to do with it? This racist mug have anything to do with it? Is this racist? It's snowing. Is this an adequate depiction? This historical mug 3? Okay.
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you picked it after the mug fucker? Cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Exactly what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone has tampered with the crime scene, cleaned some of it up.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
What about you?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Step closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You there, behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Right. We did break down this, right? Or was that before we died? I think we broke it down. No, did we?
What do you see?
Yeah, we've already done this. This box here. Money. Elysium. We already checked this.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some...
Right?
This Postla Vantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mail delivery box. Mail delivery box. Which one?
The box seems happy. Eat shit, pig. Fucked by the coon. And Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel you, mail collection box. Mail collection box, you should man. Oh, I feel you.
The mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankfully, even. So do you. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Alright, pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up. and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something.
Wasted a free heal, you're right.
The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Hello, Alice. This is the officer for the 30. We already did Firewalker. We did that last time.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Let's connect with the precinct.
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
Hi, this is me here. I work at your station.
10-4. What's your status? Over.
My status, it's not good.
10-18, 10-20, over.
Can you repeat that?
10-18, 10-20, over.
Please talk humans. Talk human. Oh, we didn't pass the esprit de corps.
State your message, sir. Over. Ten-9, repeat message, over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Hey, who is this?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. Over.
No, the other one.
You mean your partner? Over.
What is he saying?
Oh, he's JV.
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Dietmar, sir. Over.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
Who lost his badge?
Uh-oh, not Chester.
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
We're gonna go with this one.
He's asking you to stop. Says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Dietmar concurs. Losing your badge is serious. Over. He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh goddamn it! Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Dietmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun, too.
Uh-oh.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
Don't have my gun.
No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
Don't sweat it, Bratan. You don't need a gun to have fun. We can still have fun. It's not all over.
Necktie?
10-9, coming officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun.
Oh boy. Let's see if we pass the drama.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
Of course, I didn't lose my gun. I didn't lose my gun.
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his fun, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your
Oh
weapon.
no!
Over.
Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
Oh no. For starters, it's massive. Got flared cooling vents along the front and hydrogen flasks sticking out of it too. Whispers to the lieutenant, Kim, what are you packing? It's a gun, what can I say? A regular goddamn murder weapon. You know how they are. Bang bang. Look, I don't have it, alright? I don't have my gun. What?
10-9, come again, please. Over.
It's got a magnetic accelerator, an arc, that accelerates the energized ball of periwinkle blue hydrogen-based plasma to near light speed.
I'm going to need to put you on speaker for a second. Over.
In contact, it detonates with the power of a dying sun, erasing every living thing from existence. Oh, and did I mention it's dripping with sexy blue plasma?
The officer is describing his genitalia in exaggerated terms. Over.
Host in heaven. Did he lose his gun and his mind?
Oh, John is not very happy with us.
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't. This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Noor by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his ass. He still got his wiener.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
Yes, I lost my wiener. You know what? I'm not gonna say that because this is gonna get... I left it at his mama's house after I her ass all night. Tell him that.
That's a negative. I'm not going to say that. Over.
Come on, Jules.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
Oh no! Her vanilla waffles were good.
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Oh, Chester! With the bants.
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over.
Okay, tell him I'm sorry. It was just banter. I thought that's what cops do. Hey, if you don't like the fallout, maybe you don't with the firewalker.
Mac, he says you shouldn't have antagonized the firewalker in the first place.
Who?
John is just like, I'm done here.
Satellite Officer V.
Firewalker.
I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewater, sir.
Firewater? He's lost it. Fuck it. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters.
Satellite Officer V.
I heard him.
10-4 affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
Oh God,
Officer, do you need further assistance?
I'm in need of financial assistance.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Alright, That's a negative on the additional found, sir. Over. He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over.
I'm begging you here.
He says he's in trouble. Doesn't have a place to sleep.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown then.
Oh no.
Vicmar said...
I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go home. Please come and get me. I don't wanna. Don't say. I won't say 3.
Anything else, sir?
That's it.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Radio.
Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on.
The number
is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
This is police calling.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
You know why my paperwork ended in the trash container?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it.
Like, we've done this before, guys. I'm not going to trust it.
That. Anything else, detective?
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
You know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. People don't have the money.
It was someone else.
We've done that before.
We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on.
You've seen my badge.
I know who you are. You're a police officer.
You've seen my badge.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Not my uniform too.
Yes, you absolutely should. It's awful that you lost it.
Oh no.
It feels like you haven't worn yours in a long, long time.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah. What happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask.
We pawned our gun? You seen my policeman uniform?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Bye-bye.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Wait, let's use empathy.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
What do we do?
I'm not mad, it's just you were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit. The stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
That doesn't sound anything like me. I love birds.
Yes, well...
Telling me I made you quit?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you, well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry about the song.
The hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy, and no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too.
Sounds intense.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself. No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
Don't even know what to say.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
What other song?
All sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock. Yes, that's the one you like to sing along to the most. The later it got, the more that one came on.
Interesting. You still have to find a copy, though, before you can blast it. You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I'm done.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of
toolbox.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
What are we looking at?
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
The infernal noise.
Yes, sorry about that. The Kupris Kinema does have a rather distinctive engine sound.
He says it with very badly concealed pride.
Why do we do not like this motor carriage?
Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
We drive it somewhere?
I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember?
All
In
right.
the cabin, you see a...
Get out of here. We gained a level. I don't know what we can put a point in, though. Volition? Or morale? Could be good. What do you guys think? Like, morale and endurance seems pretty useful. Visual calculus seems pretty useful for deconstructing a, not gonna say. Inland Empire. It's our highest one. Ain't gonna vote here either. Zero authority, that's because of our items. It's true. Understand cop culture. How did we not understand cop culture? The game tells you more later. You don't have to choose now. Wait a minute, we can go check the kitchen. Already two. Barely cracked the case. You there.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec. It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Quebec. Sounds representative.
Hello, sir. Kind of time for a few questions. Oh.
A thin man is smoking. As you step in, it must be his name. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Left hand drawing arcs in the air.
He
Spots
smiles
here.
and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Out of duty. Might be pertinent to the investigation.
Yes. I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough.
It's a mini side investigation.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame. The door does not.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
Steel door.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frick warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
No key.
Yes?
That's the chef. Hey, chef.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and he looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Interesting. Well, how big this place is. Probably get the guy down.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
What's happening? You sound angry, Kim. You tell him. Say nothing. Tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Racist lorry driver.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Well, I think we all learned something here. Fucking A. Oh, sorry. Hey, Kim, I got your back.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
Oh.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers.
I'm the smug in the trash.
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
It's yours?
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
Got a smoke?
No. He's got a smoke right there, in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
You're smoking running right now.
It's my last one.
You hiding smokes from me?
Why would I do that? I'm an honest man.
Cool, cool, cool. Changed my mind anyway.
I bet. Sorry I couldn't be of any help.
Be hauling.
Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. Apples. Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
But I'm thinking no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work! Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families.
Alright, I just got
Maybe
questions.
you should ask them the questions. Like, why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
What is exactly... I want to get to the harbor.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
Yeah, I'm looking for a murder.
I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting.
Absolutely nothing.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Really isn't my area of expertise here.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity.
Let us work!
Light is still in the tree, by the way. Yeah, well, you know, I can't get it down. I do have the cutters. It's true.
There he still is, looking right through you.
How are we gonna get him down? Go for that lucky 20. We're not gonna get it.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind.
Of course we wouldn't have had it. I'm gonna puke. It was like 8% for sure we weren't gonna get it.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Of course.
Keep it.
Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Ammonia would help?
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
Where do we get the ammonia?
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't... There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Alright, well... we'll get the ammonia. You don't have to pass every check. I know. Just didn't want to puke in front of my partner. I've lost face. Here. Little guy here. It's all about money, you know. Too true.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Wake him up. Sure.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
Pick up the pills? Sure.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
We stole his magnesium.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
No electrochemistry, no. Not now.
Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime. Maybe who cares? Just rum?
No. I will not lick the rum. We got a job to do, alright?
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Yes.
Electrochemistry seems like everything. It's all impulse. I want it. I want it now.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and...
This is Precinct 57. Just a second. I'll be... Sylvie Malaika on the line. Yes. Hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, detective? You mean, why did I leave the bar? Maybe, I don't know.
You hear...
Anything else I can help you? 57?
In the cabin, you...
I thought she would tell me about the greenhouse, but...
Hobocop. Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Arden-Macan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Alright, learning cap for shivers. What else? Special collector edition bottles. More money. Okay.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
How long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Any smokes?
Nope, don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You left the ask around elsewhere.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Rebishaw's weird.
Know anything about the dead man?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
All right, never mind then.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Got some change?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work. The bosses, man.
Don't know who these bosses are, but I don't know who these bosses think they are, but that sounds like a good arrangement for them.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had, say, 4 myself.
Good. Good talk.
Don't be a stranger.
See you, Tommy. Have a good one. Where's that shop? Go dumpster diving again. Pawn shop. That could be where my gun is.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
What's my plan for tonight? Gonna order out, skip training, and be a huge slob.
Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back.
Win her back?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Something really cool.
Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys. Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks. The kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Franco-Nigerian
He hates
knife.
electrochemistry
I used to be
game.
very serious about these guys.
But he's like a 10 in real life. Yeah, so what about it?
A long time ago. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are...
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but Children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some...
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
The contrast is meant to be disheartening, as it ought to be. It is impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. Ask my friend Gart, whose bitch it made me. Wish it was more nuanced. As it stands, I cannot comment. Meant to give people hope. Even we can do it.
Maybe.
Oh.
Hey. Psst.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Oh no, I'm a commie? Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner.
Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings. Is that right? You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I haven't said anything like that. Sounds like Lucky. What? When? When have I said impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket? Show me the clips. Show me the receipts. You said it, yes. I haven't said anything of that.
Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that will devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder?
No.
Or do we get right down to it?
I'm out. Not me. No thanks.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism then. Tell the working man it's over, unless anyone has objections. Did someone mention cocaine? Are we doing cocaine? No.
No!
I'm sure I heard someone say cocainism.
Bad electrochemistry. Bad! Stop it.
Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one? There's no one. Okay then, lie down and let the water carry you downstream.
Bye-bye, communism. Hey guy, have you seen my gun?
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
You had any trouble lately?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Honestly, I think some of your selections are more tasteful than others. This business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize. Will make us a capitalist.
It keeps me entertained.
Unimpressed with your snobbery.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Oh, let's go. Let's go, Electro.
Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer. A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud.
Do you have any guns carried by cops?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Oh, shit.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off-the-charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
Something you're not telling me.
You weren't quiet yourself, officer. You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it. 15 real.
That's it?
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though. This has got to be the most. Wow. There's pity there, too, in case you didn't notice.
Happens to the best of us.
It certainly does, especially in Revachol.
The buyer policeman?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
She's a vigilante.
It's possible in these parts of town. We ought to find her and discourage her from taking justice into her own hands.
Where can I find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Of course.
Well, might be able to aid our investigations.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the hangings?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the...
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Not really.
Another time, perhaps.
Well, that's not good. Hey there, Shen. How you doing? Was looking for the shop, but it's true. Our half brother. There's a guy here. Doing, buddy?
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
What are you doing here, man on the waterlock?
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words Daredevil Driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Can I have some of that salami?
Sure thing.
Oh.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Free salami, baby! The trash. Fingerless gloves. Electrochemistry get. So much electrochemistry you don't even know. Yeah, we still have one shoe.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
So cool.
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool.
I'm
bang,
cool?
Bang, bang, bang!
I have police questions for you.
You're right, officer. 100%. No playing around then. Strictly business. Maybe I can interest you in some premium menswear instead.
Selling.
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here.
Got permits
No
to sell
shame,
those?
Only freedom. Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits. Just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Wait, no permits means less work for me.
That's right. Revachol is the best place for an independent self-employer like myself.
The
That's
discount?
why no need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off. I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board. Anything for you.
Let's persuade him for money.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
I want your money now.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
I need to get money somehow.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Kim, buddy, all right, I gotta find $100 here.
Sorry, detective.
I'll look around. God damn it! I could have had money.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Stylish shades, huh? They'd be even more stylish if you paid for them with a boat. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
I'll leave for now. I gotta find the other shop.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
I want to solve the murder. Can't find the shop. Is it there? I'm trying to find ammonia here, aight?
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Magazine
You
you're
mean
reading.
this?
Two girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
What is this fashion police feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the most stylish here?
Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model. Or a singer-songwriter.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
It's for it to have a warehouse.
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Important.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Have any ammonia for sale?
She looks up from her magazine, eyes filled with tired ennui.
Yes. What we have is there. In the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so not really. No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has this happened?
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Alright. Where's the drugs?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
Oh.
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
Very helpful.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
We'll take the ammonia, please.
Okay. Don't, like, overdo it or something.
Overdose on ammonia. You have money. I have money. All right. I'm not some kind of hobo cop. Wait a minute. Oh no, 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 no.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body...
He's about to blow!
But use the ammonia. I guess I just gotta...
There he still is.
Endurance.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Keep barfing. Didn't say nothing.
Are you okay, officer?
The weight is reassuring, like a krenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
You're facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal.
Why can I keep it in?
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
Seem to be fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps too.
Do it without me, I can't keep it down.
This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help. You need to get your shit together.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now. Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Okay. Volumetric shit compressor. Squeeze your butt cheeks for 30 minutes. We're doing it. Also gonna have to find a way to get some money. We're out of ammonia. Again. Find a bag. How about that? actually. Looking at the time here, we're way past. Way past. All right, we're gonna call it there for tonight for Disco Elysium. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Special thanks once again to Yashabe for supporting the channel. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.